Hello, guys. This is your host, Charmaine, and I'm out calling from the radio of GayMenOfColor.com. Yes, please go look us up. We have a special guest on our radio today, and that is the rapper Bry'Nt. He is here to answer some of his fellow fans' questions today. So, fans, if you have some questions you have for him, your questions will now be answered by Bry'Nt himself. So, we would like to give a warm welcome to Bry'Nt.
Hello?
Bry'Nt, are you there?
Yep. Am I coming in clear? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
How are you doing today, Bry'Nt?
I can't complain. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, just staying warm, out there in that cold weather. I'm just staying warm.
That's good.
Bry'Nt, let me see. It's nice to have you on the show today. It's a wonderful, wonderful pleasure to have you on the show today. When I was mentioned that I was interviewing, I was nervous, but then I said, wait, I know who Bry'Nt is. And I'm like, oh, my God. Oh, this is who I'm interviewing. So I'm highly excited, to have you today on Gay Men of Color Radio today. And, like I said, we're just going to answer a few of your fans' questions that they had for you today. And, how it always goes.
I see.
So, let's see. So, let's see, Bry'Nt. How, let me start off with saying this. How is the music industry going for you? How's it going?
Well, at the moment I can't complain. I'm happy. I got a good, fan base and a good production team. Rapping whenever I can and performing. So I can't complain.
Wow, and I have listened to some of your music. I have some people who would send me DMs on Twitter and was like, "You're interviewing who? Oh my God, I love his music." And like I said, I didn't know who he was at first. I seen pictures. I'm like, oh my God, this man is foreign. Who is he? Then when I started seeing music and I started listening to some of your music, I'm like, oh, I can bump to this. I like this. This could be some new stuff that hit the scene. I'm tired of hearing all this other stuff. Rough hardcore stuff out there. I need something that I can get my flow into. So when I listen to some of your music, I was like, I could really go with this music, and I like it.
Thank you.
So you're very welcome. So as I put this out there to you, as a gay rapper, how do you feel about Frank Ocean coming out about his bisexual ways towards having like men and women? How do you feel about that? Do you feel that he gave a pathway to other upcoming rappers or R&B singers or entertainers themselves to come out and be who they are, or do you think he puts that spotlight down for them?
I feel like everybody should be comfortable doing what they want to do. If they want to reveal their sexuality as an artist, that's on them. But artists have been doing that for years, like Elton John and George Michael and Melissa Etheridge. Like, people have been doing this for years. So, it's not really nothing new. So.
Well, my personal response on that, I love Frank Ocean. I got the album. Yes, Frank, I do have your album. I love you dearly. I think that, I think to me, I don't see what's the big problem of coming out and being who you are, because a lot of people out there nowadays, they're coming out with the, hitting the scene with the whole gay thing. So my whole thing is, if that's who you are, that's who you are. Don't hide it. Because at the end of the day, he's still making his money. His album is still being sold. He's still making money at the end of the day. So you hating on him, go ahead and hate. Like, people is going to hate on you because, you are who you are. And I see that you definitely do not bite your tongue about your opening lifestyle. And my whole thing is that's what I like, because I don't bite my tongue about mine, and you shouldn't either. We should just all live our life. Everybody keep their nose out of people's business. It would be a better world. I just how I put it. So let me see. How do you feel about the so much homophobia that's going on today? In the industry with like rappers who rap and they always say, faggot this, faggot that. Because personally, I don't like the word faggot. So how do you feel about it being used so frequently in these lyrics, and then you being who you are? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I use the word too frequently in my music. I mean, the culture that we brought up in, we don't really filter words like faggot and nigga and bitch and stuff like that. I mean, I don't say bitch, but you know, we don't really filter words like that, and you start to become numb to it. Like, it don't even bother you no more. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel I'm indifferent about it. Like, I've expected there to be homophobia in hip hop, and you know, you just gotta. It is what it is. You just gotta take it for what it is. So, I mean, that's it, really. I mean, the homophobia. Don't get me twisted. Homophobia is not good. Like, this is not a good thing. But when you know, you get a tough skin to it. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Well, I feel though that, you know, it is a lot of, you know, homophobic stuff going on out there, and I think that, you know, that would lead to gay bashing, you know, basically. But my whole thing is, like, you doing your grind. No, you're not letting nobody stop you from your hustle. So what's the problem? You doing what you like to do, and this is who you are, and nobody can change you. So, you know. And what is your main influence to rap, and why?
My main influence, well, I've always been involved in performing arts, whether it was music or, you know, acting, dancing, or whatever. So, I mean, it was going to come out eventually, and, you know, also life inspires me. You know, you need some type of outlet as far as expressing yourself, you know, all your feelings, whatever, your thoughts. And other artists, you know, all the East Coast rappers that was coming out in the 90s inspired me. They definitely inspired my sound and my flow and all that stuff. So, a lot of things.
Oh, that's what's up. I hope when you get up there, I hope you come down here to Philly and Delaware.
I in Philly I performed at Philly Pride one year, so it's definitely live out there.
Yeah, I need some type of rappers down here, because we don't really get down here, you know, down in Philly or Delaware, you know, doing Delaware, so somehow we don't get nobody. So, you know, I hope you come down here, because I would love
What's the name of that club y'all got in Delaware? Is it Delaware Platform or something like that? You heard of it?
You asking because Delaware don't have no clubs. The little broken hole in the walls we got.
maybe that's Rhode Island I'm thinking of. But I could have swore it was Delaware, but all right.
So, you've been doing some roles and some very good film projects recently. You started in Finding Me Truth. Was acting something you always wanted to do, or was it your music career that you always wanted to do?
Well, like I said, I've always been involved in performing arts. I used to, you know, be in plays and dance groups and, you know, play instruments. So it was always there. But obviously music is my first love. But, you know, acting, obviously I have some type of gift that the director saw in me. So he recruited me for the movie, and it just, you know, took off from there.
Well, I'm going to say I haven't seen one of your movies, but I would like to see one, you know. Like I said, I don't even listen to your music. I haven't really seen, you know, none of your movies yet, but when I really get into digging down,
there's only one.
Well, I think I seen one of them popped up, but I was so interested into looking into your music that I was just like, I would dig into the music instead of the, you know, the films. But trust me, I will dig into the films and look at what's going on.
Well, it's only one movie. I only been in one movie. It's called Finding Me Truth, and then Finding Me turned into a web series that we do now on YouTube. So every week, well, not every week, but every other week, they put out an episode on YouTube. So.
Well, let's see. Like I said, you know, it's still good. You did a film. It's film. It's still, you know, a little acting scene, so it's still good. You know, like I said, it's good. Let me see. One of your fans has just tweeted me and said, you had lost one of your co-actors in the film, Maurice Morel. How was that experience with him on set? What can you say about him?
Obviously, I loved Maurice Morel. That was he was like the closest one to me on the set. We worked together the most, and, you know, it's very sad to, you know, lose somebody that you work with, and you've been working with them for so long, so many years, and then they're not there no more. Yeah, right. So it's still sad, you know, we think about him and hopefully his memory lives on through the films and, you know, through all the work he's done. But yeah, it's definitely sad not having him there on set with us anymore.
What can you see yourself doing more roles in the future? You know, like, 'cause I like watching Darlin Stevens, a lot of shows that he do. Can you see yourself doing like some roles like that or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that.
I don't know where the acting thing will take me, but you know, I'm just focusing on finding me for now. It keeps me busy enough. So, you know, wherever that goes, if something else happens, then I'll go for it. But, you know, I really just play it by ear. I don't you know, I'm not like trying to be a thespian or anything like that. So
Well, trust and believe, your name will be put out there no matter what, and people will know about you. Trust me on that one. So picking back to the music part, let's see, what is your favorite rappers out there now, either they're gay or straight? What is your top 5 favorite rappers that you listen to and you love listening to?
Number 1 is Kendrick Lamar.
I love him too.
This is hard. Drake, Rick Ross, Jay-Z, and me.
Well, do you like Maybach music? Cause let me see. When I love them. I really love Meek Mills, and I like the whole Maybach thing.
Yeah,
like,
Meek Mill. I like Big Sean too. Big Sean.
Oh yes, so I got a kick out of the song what he did with my girl Nikki, you know, dance/ass. I got a kick out of that song. I like it. So you know, that was the first time I heard of Big Sean, I really like to got a kick out of Big Sean when he first came out. So you know, what was one of the craziest things you experienced with a fan? Something that he did that just blew your mind fully away.
I don't think I've had any of those moments yet. I mean, I haven't had crazy moments with a fan. I mean, I have crazy moments, you know, like period, like being on the road and stuff like that, but not necessarily with a fan yet. So let me knock on wood.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, you do have crazy moments when you have that fan encounter, you know, anything can happen.
Oh, boy.
So let's see. If there was a reality TV show for gay rappers, would you be a part of it? If so, what would you bring along to the show?
I don't think so. I'm too private. Like, I wouldn't having my life filmed for 24 hours. That's I don't know. That's a little scary. I don't know if I would be down for that. I'm too private of a person, but I mean, what I would bring to the table if I did do it is, you know, I'll just show that, you know, we take this very seriously. This is not, you know, this is not a gimmick. This is not a game. There are some of us that are very lyrical, very talented MCs, rappers, hip-hop artists. So that's what I'll bring to the table.
Well, I put it as I couldn't do no TV show. I could, but then I couldn't because especially not a reality TV show like my girls out there in Atlanta, Housewives. I couldn't do that. My whole thing was like, do I ever get a break from this camera? I wake up, you in my face. I'm in the shower, you in my face. I'm getting dressed, you in my face. Like, give me a moment to breathe, stretch, and shake. So I feel you when you say, you know, you wouldn't be able to do it because, you know, that is your private life, and you wouldn't want everybody into, you know, what's going on behind the scenes, you know. So, like I said, you know. So, yeah, I would agree with you on that one.
Right, like, it's too much. It's too much.
It's way too much. A lot of stress for them. The money is good, but a lot of stress. So, is there any love in your life right now? Are you off the market? Are you being rented? Are you being bought? Or are you just to yourself and getting you together?
I mean, everybody knows I'm married to music. Music is number one right now, and just, you know, focusing on my career for the most part. And that's all I'm gonna say to that. Shout out to Team Brave.
It's okay. You can be married to your music. It's all right. You know, you in music, walk down the aisle. Music got the ring. You got the ring. So it's, you know, it's all
right.
good.